I first met Elisapee Ishulutaq in 1996 when I went to Pangnirtung for 3 weeks to help them rehouse the prints and drawings that had been temporarily stored in an old Hamlet office after a fire had happened in the print studio 2 years previously. At that time, we also started a catalog system for the over than 10,000 drawings that had been completely undocumented. And I had the opportunity to go through Elisapee Ishulutaq's drawings, and it was amazing. I was so intrigued by the details of the figures and the activities they were doing, and it really did seem to me like there was more of a story being told than just general ways of Inuit life. But when I interviewed her at the time and asked her if these were pictures of her and her family, especially Woman Thinking, which was one of my favorite prints and looks strikingly like Elisapee, she was very hesitant to acknowledge that these may be specific individuals from her lifetime and her experiences. So 16 years later in Nunaga, she actually has embraced a change and drawn very specific episodes from her own life with a number of her family members and herself identified. Even the land is drawn in depth with the familiarity that comes from years of growing up along the coastline of Cumberland Sound, living there until she became a mature woman, married, and started her own family. She has said that she drew these scenes so that people would know the story of her life. Elisapee Ishulutaq has been one of the most active and celebrated artists in Pangnirtung since the arts and craft program began in the late 1960s. Reflecting this, the National Gallery collection includes several outstanding works by the artist that are frequently on display in our permanent collection galleries. And her work is really important, particularly because she presents a women's perspective of camp life that isn't always apparent in the work of the male artists in the sculptures and their prints and drawings, and also not really well known through the anthropological accounts either. So her works become a really important record of women's activities, their specialized knowledge, and all of the duties and responsibilities they had in order to ensure the safety and care and health and happiness of their families. Nunaga, my home place, is Elisapee's most recent and most ambitious work to date, and it will stand as a testament to her talent in the years to come. It's also a marvelous example of the new directions that are being taken in Inuit art.